how to get rid of tea, coffee, or caffeine addiction. So, in this video, I'm going to show you a simple three-step formula which can help you reduce or completely remove tea, coffee, or caffeine from your routine if you want to. Alright, so let's jump into it. This is a formula which I have used personally to completely stop having tea, coffee, or any kind of caffeine for a long time. However, if you actually watch my previous video, then you know that I started having it because I don't feel congruent about not having tea or coffee. So the reason why I'm sharing that first is it's absolutely okay to have 1 or 2 cups of tea or coffee in a day. That does not impact your health as much as a lot of other fundamentals do, and we'll talk about those fundamentals later. But I just want to make sure that I kind of put the message across in the right way, so you know that you don't have to quit it completely if you want to live a healthier and a happier life. So having said that, let's jump into formula, and this is what I call it as reduce, replace, reduce. Now if I'm going to take an example, and I'll say for example you're having 8 cups of tea or coffee in a day, and you want to come down to 2 cups, or you want to completely stop it. Your wish. If you feel that you want to do it, you can do it. So how do you go about doing it? One of the biggest problem with tea or caffeine, when you want to reduce or remove that, is the withdrawal symptoms. You get headache, you get cranky, you also feel crash in your energy levels, and all of these. But you can do it in a very, very simple way. So the formula is reduce, replace, reduce, and you can mix and match this, and I'm going to share few examples on your screen as well, and you will understand that. So let's start with those 8 cups. Say for example you're having 8 cups of tea or coffee in a day. Now the first step that you can do is reduce, okay, which means the simplest and easiest way is continue to have coffee or tea 8 times. Okay, continue to have it all the 8 times as you're having it, but reduce the quantity. Instead of a full cup, best way, just have half the cup. If you don't want to go that far, you can just reduce it by 20%, then 20%, do it 2-3 times and bring it to half. Okay, so reduce by half, which means you're still having coffee at every moment that you're psychologically and physically primed to have it, but the dosage is half. And if you actually do it directly from 8 cups, you come down to 4 cups a day. Amazing improvement, and that can happen in couple of days. Okay, you can do it in over a week's time as well. So do that. The first one is reduce the serving size or the quantity of tea or coffee that you're having. Number 2, once you have done that, you can start doing replacement. What do I mean by replacement? You can replace by lesser caffeine content. For example, if you're having coffee, you're more likely to have more caffeine than tea, and if you're having tea, then you can switch to a green tea. So coffee, tea, green tea, or something even completely decaffeinated, like a cinnamon water or a lemon water or hot water with lemon in it, whatever you enjoy doing it. So what you can do is, now the 8 times remain there, but 1 or 2 cups of those you replace with either no caffeine or less caffeine drink. Again, what it does is it actually makes sure that whenever you feel like reaching out for something hot, something to sip on, you have it, but the amount of caffeine that you get is even low. So this is something you can do with, say, another 4 cups. Okay, so 4 cups of coffee, other 4 are reduced with lesser caffeine or no caffeine, which means now you're completely down to just 2 cups of coffee in a day, but you continue have it for 8 times. Now if you have reached this particular stage, now you're ready for the next stage. In the next stage, what you can now do is look at these 8 times and say, okay, what are 1 or 2 times that I can completely not have anything. Say for example, if you're having those 8 cups and 4 of them are coffee, other 4 are low caffeine or no caffeine drinks, replace or remove 2 cups of coffees from in between, which means now you're actually down to 1 cup of coffee, 1 or 2 cups of no coffee or no caffeine or low caffeine drinks. This is how you can step by step over a period of 2 to 3 weeks, or sometimes if it takes a little longer for you, that's fine too, but over a period of 2 to 3 weeks, ideally you should be able to reduce your caffeine intake drastically. But why should you do it? Right now, here is the thing: caffeine creates more problems with your sleep, your energy levels than anything else can do. And when you're not sleeping well and you wake up next day, you wake up tired, you wake up lethargic, which means you resort to more caffeine and more sugar to power up your day and to give you that kickstart energy to start your day. Again, as I said earlier, there is nothing wrong with having couple of cups of tea or coffee. I myself have 2 cups of tea a day, one in the morning, one in the evening. But being addicted to it and having too much of it, especially if you feel that without that you can't function, then there is a problem. So the reason you want to reduce caffeine is to improve the quality of your sleep. When the quality of your sleep improves, your health improves drastically, your energy level improves, your dependency and need for caffeine also comes down. Other fact: caffeine can make you alert, but caffeine is actually proven by a study, it does not increase the productivity, which means it does not increase the thinking power for you. All it does, it just makes sure that you don't go to sleep. Okay, your brain doesn't stop working, but it doesn't mean your brain works faster or smarter. So again, there is not much advantage of sipping on those repeated cups of coffee or tea in a day. And the third one is that when you are actually dependent on tea, coffee or caffeine, it just makes you dehydrated so much that the other problem starts increasing for you. So here is the thing: very very simple. It is possible to reduce or remove caffeine completely from your life. You will still be fine. It can improve your sleep, it can improve your health. The formula is simple: reduce, replace, reduce. Reduce the size of the serving, replace couple of servings with no caffeine or low caffeine drinks, and then reduce the total number of servings. Now you can mix and match these steps. You can take the first step last and last step first and play around with it. It doesn't matter, but the sequence that I gave you works really well for most of my clients. It worked well for me, and that's why I'm sharing that with you. Hope this helps you. If you like this video, click on the like button. If you think somebody who is addicted to tea, coffee or caffeine, share this video with them so that it can help them. And if you want to be notified when the next video goes live, click on the subscribe and the bell icon below, and I'll see you next week.